out from you can see any black space classes you know about the promotion like I haven't seen the first one.
Okay. Make sure they turn it
topic. So, any questions or comments or things you want to talk about before the lights go down? Because when the lights go down, I'm going back. Hey, how's it going? All right. Well, normally what Flex Entertainment does is that maybe about a month after the premiere, things settle. The DVD will be out, and so you'll be able to get it. And I assure you, as you see, there's going to be so much coming at you. In this particular one, you're going to have to get the DVD to see it a couple times. You're glad to see the young folks coming out. It's possible, yeah. Yeah, easily. And he'll let you know. Yes, brother.
Just so everyone knows, the DVDs actually available in pre-order on Amazon.
It's okay. Pre-order from now.
Pre-order on Amazon available
May
May 7th.
7th. Okay. The brother says pre-order now on Amazon. And June 7th. June 7th. Say again. Well, right now it's almost sold out across the country. It's going to London, and it'll be in. I've had contact from people Ghana, Congo, South Africa. South Africa has contacted us a couple of times and said that they're showing it as part of their curriculum. So it's traveling. And you know what's interesting is that Hidden Colors. I can tell you, I've been doing presentations and working at this since about 1986. That's when Dr. John Henry Clark, my teacher, gave me permission to get out on the road. Until then, he was telling me I wasn't ready. I was young. I thought I was. But he was right, because I wasn't. Because when I got out on the road and I began to see what it is when you're going out and you're sharing this information, you're actually putting a lot of things on the line that you don't realize. You observe other people doing it, and sometimes the greats, such as Professor John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben and Edward Scobie and Shashi McIntyre, all those that came before us, do it with such ease. You young, you think it's just a matter of jumping out there and starting to talk. It's not about that. And so I realized, but I've been doing this since, like I say, 1986. I worked for the Board of Ed in the Bronx, South Central Bronx, District 9, 31 years, 3 months, 15 days. Yeah, they pay me for them days, so I'm going to 15 days is 3/4 of a month. 3 months is 1/4 of a year. When you retire from the Board of Ed, they pay you for every day you can work. It was a very unique time in history, and it has never been the same since. When I speak to my brother Phil Valentine, and I speak to Shahrazad Ali, and I speak to all those who were in Hidden Colors 1, they all tell me the same thing. It really did alter the way things are done, so that we are on an upswing now. And then when he said he was going to do Hidden Colors 2, I was concerned because, I mean, how are you going to beat out Hidden Colors 1? I thought it was a phenomenon. And so when the brother said it was going to be on melanin, then I knew he had something going.
Yes, sir.
And so it was, the second one was on melanin. It grew. Hidden Colors 3 sort of kind of took another route when it dealt with the rules of racing. It changed the whole structure, whether we realize it or not. And for myself, I'm just talking here to spend some time. Because we have so much to talk about. I can't sit back. That's what I was before. I can't sit back and just good. Like I can't sit. We have so much work that we have to do, fam. Every moment to me is very important to say something about us.
Yes.
Because we're spending too much time talking about other people.
Yeah.
And we really have to focus. We really have to focus on us and what we're going to do. Because as you can see, there's so much going on around us. We have to educate our babies. We have to plan for the yet unborn. There's a book that's called The Future of Physics. It's written by a Japanese brother, Michio Kaku, who teaches at CCNY. And he talks about what's going to happen over the next 100 years in technology. And, you know, there's a lot that we could do as it relates to knowing our culture, but if we're not on the science tip, if we're not part of the educational system in the sciences and the math, I teach at SUNY New Paltz. It's a college upstate. And I don't see enough of us in the science centers and in the math, and we invented it.
Yeah, yeah.
We invented it. They're using our stuff. In fact, we were so dynamic, this civilization still hasn't caught up to where we were back then. But it's in our DNA. It's in our young people's DNA. It's embedded in us. And so we got to start studying the sciences. We got to start studying solar power. Solar power is the wealth of the future. That's where the money's going to be. We are going to have to get up off the earth. Fossil fuels, wind, water, power, all of that got to go. We got to go back to the sun where our ancestors were. The pyramids were built because of the sun. The temples and the techniques were built because of the sun. That's where we have to get back to. And we have to get our young people to understand this. And one of the first things we can do is what I did for my grandson. He's 4 years old. The other day, I went and bought a book on the sun and read it to him. If we just read about the sun to our children, go to a bookstore, get a book on the sun. Black bookstores, get books on the sun, on photovoltaics. That's the future wealth of the world. And what's funny is that where the sun shines the brightest is where the darkest people live. So wealth is in our backyard, whether it's in the Caribbean or whether it's in Central South America, whether it's in Africa. The wealth of the future, it's like the Creator is saying, wake up. I'm right here. I'm looking at you. Every morning that you wake up, I'm looking at you. Wow. And that's what the future holds. Okay, let me stop lecturing. I don't want this to be a lecture. I'd rather hear from you. No, see, because I want to hear from y'all. Because this is really, because I want to give us a chance just to talk. Because when them lights go out, I'm going to hit my seat back there. And I'm out. Please.
Yes, good evening.
Hey, bro.
How would you suggest that we disseminate this information? On Staten Island, we are showing presentations. We're trying to
I'm sorry, that's...
raise the consciousness of our young folks. So,
Well, what we have to do is start, in a sense, studying books. And one of the things that I've come to realize is that there's a difference between reading a book and studying it. And there's a difference between watching a video and studying a video. There's a difference. And in the study guide that I developed, particularly around Hidden Colors 1 and 2, it deals with how to study hidden colors, not how to watch it. For instance, Hidden Colors 1 and 2 is broken up into 10 chapters each one. But if you watch it, you watch it from chapter 1 to chapter 10. But if you studied it, you wouldn't study it that way. You might take chapter 1 and chapter 9. You might take chapter 4 because every one of those chapters deal with something different, but they're related as it relates to the two of them.
Hello?
So we have to start studying. And we have to have our children sit down, and that's really what I've spent my life doing.
I'm already.
That's what I do when I travel and I visit communities. That's really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show us how to study this history. There's a difference because a lot of times we get real happy, so to speak, when we see our history and culture, rah-rah, and all the rest of that. But there's another side of it, and that is to recapture what we're doing. You know, to begin to develop the type of study programs that we can begin to implement in our communities, like I'm saying with studying solar power. You can start by looking at the Aten text, which becomes important. So there's a way to do this. And the work that I do, I'm not doing this work for no other reason, but in my 31 years in the Board of Education working with our children, I can tell you our children are phenomenal. I don't care if their hats on sideways, if their pants are off their butt. I don't even care about the ones that put guns to each other's head. I believe that my generation, the elder generation, from 55 upwards, we dropped the ball. Now, there's a lot of elders don't want to accept that. And so they always go around and they talk about what's wrong with the young people. And that's when I bring out my mirror. See, I carry this mirror. One side of it is the actual way you look, and the other side is 4 times what you look like. I tend to always lean towards the 4 times to show you how magnified we as the elders have let our children down. And I'm not pointing the finger, I'm including myself for whatever intentions it is. But we have got to get back. The reason why we lost hip-hop, in fact, we didn't really lose it. It's still ours, because they can't do us. They could never do us. In fact, for y'all that remember, go back in the day, remember the dance we used to have called the Patty Duke? Yeah. When we used to dance mimicking the way they dance. And we danced off beat. Fasten your seatbelts, get ready for the religion of white supremacy.
So what you like about the film?
Everything, man. The solution, the economic empowerment, everything about it. The hidden history. I recommend it, man. Everybody get that DVD.
And how would you compare the Hidden Colors 4 as compared to the others in the series?
Oh man, it's another installment, man, that you need to see. Bringing out different aspects, history, everything. Different teachers that you're not accustomed to. Robin Walker in the UK.
We're on Hidden Colors 5 now. It was amazing. All right, take care.
All right, you too.
All right, now, good show. Very good show.
Very good. You know, that's exactly. Great movie. Great movie.
Just the love, showing the love.
Peace, how you doing? My name is Jabir. Just came out that Hidden Colors 4 movie. Enough respect to Nasheed, Tariq Nasheed. That movie was great. It's what we need for the community. We got to really get deep into this white supremacy, and we got to understand what it is, and we got to counteract it. So I advise everybody to at least get the DVD. The movie's out now. You can't see it now in the movies. Get the DVD. Definitely support black business.